I'm in Newport, Oregon, and today I'm diving with sharks. So we're at the Oregon Coast Aquarium. We're going to be doing 2 dives today. I do have permission to record the dives, but I don't think that they're going to let me record anywhere else. So I'll just see what I can get. Let's go diving. Honoring the aquarium's wishes, I am not using any footage obtained outside of the dive area. After completing the necessary paperwork, we were given a tour of the aquarium prior to gearing up, where we conducted an extensive dive briefing discussing species we'll encounter as well as proper etiquette on the dives and around the tanks. Diving with a surface support team was new to me. Having an experienced diver to assist not only in donning our equipment for entry but also removal when exiting the tanks was a welcome surprise. There has been conversations heating up recently discussing intelligent animals in captivity. Canada recently passed a law banning the captivity of dolphins and whales throughout the country. I have mixed emotions about scuba diving with creatures in captivity such as this. The only way I see to stop the eradication of many ocean species through practices such as shark finning or overfishing is to educate people. If the sacrifice of a few saves the many, is it worth it? I don't have the answer. I'm just a scuba diver. But if this conversation makes just one person think, then I've done what I've set out to do. With all of that out of the way, now let's enjoy the dive. This is a blue shark. We're going to name him Chuck. I didn't realize at the time how much Chuck really liked me. He swam between the dive master and myself at least 4 times. Maybe Chuck liked the camera, maybe Chuck wanted to be friends. We may never know. Blue sharks are found worldwide in depths ranging from the surface to over 1,000 feet deep. It is estimated that 10 to 20 million of these sharks are killed each year for shark fin soup, liver oil, as well as sport fishing and bycatch. In recorded history, there have only been 13 biting incidents reported, with 4 of those ending in fatalities. The largest shark in the tank is the broad-nosed 7-gill shark. It's called that because, well, it has a broad nose, has 7 gill slits, where most sharks only have 5. It is also unmistakable by the goofy-looking grin as well as the dorsal fin sitting much further back than most other sharks. It is found on both sides of the Pacific as well as the southern Atlantic. It is considered potentially dangerous, mainly due to its proximity to humans and being aggressive when provoked. There have only been 6 recorded attacks on humans, with the most recent being in New Zealand in 2013. None causing fatalities, however, human remains were found in the stomach of a 7-gill specimen, but thought to have been deceased already. There were also bat rays. These are part of the eagle ray family and found mostly on the Oregon and California coasts, although there have been some found as far as the Galapagos Islands. Like other stingrays, bat rays have a venomous spine near the base of their tail but are not considered dangerous. I think the beloved crocodile hunter Steve Irwin would disagree. The dive consisted mainly of skirting the edges of the wall while remaining as still as possible. I do wish I would have had a few extra pounds of weight for the dive. I try to keep my weight finely tuned during dives, which usually consists of being more agile rather than sticking to the bottom at 25 feet. The total dive was approximately 35 minutes. We ended the dive not due to anyone getting low on air, but these are more or less timed dives. And after all, 30 minutes of watching these majestic animals swim in circles was enough. It was time to call the dive. Halibut Flats dive was very different. With our dive guide seeing our dive abilities, she was confident that we wouldn't kill ourselves or destroy the place if she quit holding our hands. During the dive brief, she informed us that she would give us a quick tour of the tank so that we could get the lay of the land, then we would be on our own to explore until it was feeding time. That's right, we got to feed them. When feeding time came, she gathered us up around the normal location and the fish began gathering around. This is a common occurrence, so they are used to what is about to happen. The main goal was to feed the sturgeon without feeding some of the pesky halibut that wanted to join in on the feast. Sturgeon are blind and feed by extending their mouth and suctioning anything they can until they realize it's food. This can be an elbow, head, or dive mask. We were warned to protect our mask and regulator because it does happen on occasion. Not dangerous if you're a properly trained diver and keep calm when dealing with equipment issues. I always carry a spare mask in my right thigh pocket just in case. It was amazing being able to share the water with so many interesting creatures. I would like to thank the Oregon Coast Aquarium and the staff for their hospitality, education, and providing a great experience. I would also like to thank my local dive shop for setting the whole thing up. Most of all, I would like to thank you. If you would like to support this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when more videos come out. Give it a thumbs up, and as always, your comments are welcomed. Until next time, thanks for watching.
For better days to come and carry us like wind.